A new day dawns, painting the sky with hues of orange and gold. The forest awakens, stirring with the sounds of life. But for our hero, the remnants of a disturbing dream still linger.
That dream. The oak burning. I had to check. I feel connected to this tree. This place is becoming my home. I wonder what that island is up in the sky. I'll have to ask Uben Daisy when next I visit. This world is full of strange things. Mysteries surround us. I hope to find answers sometime soon. These potatoes are growing well. They will keep me going, and I can take some to Lolly as well. Lolly loves potatoes. The wheat is also doing well. It seems that planting it under the oak tree was a good idea. I will continue to expand this field so I can have enough for bread later. This will be a good place to start a new life. Alright, old friend, time for a little trip. I need to visit Uben Daisy and I want to ask him about a few things I found near the pit. And that strange island I saw in the distance. He's the wisest person I know. He should be able to help. The chest will be useful for collecting any resources we find along the way. We will go via the village. I want to see if they need any help with anything, as a way of thanking them for the supplies they gave me. This natural divide, it's almost like a path already. This is where I'll build the road connecting my new home to the villages. It will be a long process, but it will be worth it. It will make trading and getting supplies so much easier. Oh, finally, we've reached the village. I wonder if the cleric is in. I hope he can help me with some information. Hello there, little one. You look hungry here. Have some fish. You're such a beautiful cat. What's your name? Well, I guess I'll just call you Bella. You're welcome to come with me. I guess you can join the party and be a traveling companion.
After his arrival at the village, the first place he found shelter in this new world, he remembers the kindness of the villagers, providing him with much needed supplies. Now he feels it's time to return the favor. He sets about improving the village, clearing overgrown paths, removing debris, clearing pumpkins from the road where they fell over, and adding small touches of beauty. It's a small way of saying thank you, and a way of showing he intends to be a helpful member of this community.
Help! Help me! I'm stuck! Oh, please,
Hold
help
on.
me!
I'll get you out of here.
Thank you! Thank you! I don't know how I got in here.
Hello, Lolly. Have you seen my donkey? I seem to have misplaced him.
A donkey. Is it? Big and hairy?
Yes,
with
that's him.
hoofs?
Have you seen him anywhere?
Oh, no. I saw you cleaning. Making things not messy. Like
Thanks, Lolly.
you.
Here, have some potatoes.
Potatoes, my favorite. I love potatoes.
Lolly, do you know where the cleric is? I can't find him at his house.
Cass. Maybe.
My
Ask
donkey?
donkey.
What do you mean?
Both missing. Maybe one knows
If
where
you
the other
see
goes.
Kaz, please let him know I'm looking for him.
I will tell Donkey too.
With more questions than answers, our hero decides to return to Uben Daisy, the only person who seems to offer any real guidance in this strange new world.
Uben, I need your help. I found something strange near the pit. It's blue, a deep, almost shimmering blue. It is embedded in the rock.
A deep blue, you say? Embedded in the rock. That sounds like lapis lazuli, a valuable material, prized for its vibrant color, used for dyes, decorations, and even enchanting.
Enchanting?
Indeed, it's said to hold magical properties. And since you're so interested in minerals, I should tell you about another useful one. Redstone. You'll find it underground, a reddish ore. It's used to power all sorts of contraptions.
That is very interesting. I will keep an eye out for that as well. I also saw something else, a floating island high in the sky, out towards the sea.
Yes, the Skyreach Isles. Legends say they are rich in ores even rarer than what you find here. But no one has ventured that high. The journey is considered too dangerous.
Dangerous how?
The heights, the unpredictable weather, and, well, some say creatures inhabit those isles. Creatures unlike any we've seen down here.
I see. One more thing I wanted to ask, if you would consider moving closer to the pit, now that I have a base of operations there.
I appreciate the offer, but I am quite content here. Perhaps when you have built a more suitable dwelling there, we can discuss it further.
Oh, I understand. Oh, and one last thing, my donkey has gone missing. Have you seen him?
No, I haven't seen any stray donkeys recently.
Well, if you do, would you please keep him safe for me?
Absolutely. I can put him up with the sheep. They seemed to get along when you were here last.
Well, thank you for your time, Uben. I appreciate your wisdom.
You're welcome, my friend. Be careful on your journeys. The creatures of the night, they are dangerous.
As the sun sets, casting long shadows across the landscape, our hero prepares for the journey home by foot. He has some answers, but he also knows that much work remains to be done at the pit.
The journey back home was longer than I expected. I should have remembered how vast this place is, but I learned some things. Uben Daisy confirmed what I suspected about the blue ore, lapis lazuli, and told me about redstone. He also warned me about the dangers of the floating islands and, well, I seem to have acquired a new traveling companion. I need to get started on the site office soon. It will provide some shelter and a place to store my supplies. And I need to get those walls up at the farm and start work on the path to the village tomorrow maybe. But I think I'll need a few more days to gather more supplies. This looks like a good spot. It's close enough to the pit, but not so close that it's in danger if whatever is down there decides to come out. I will need to clear these trees and level the ground a bit. This will be my base of operations, a place to keep my things and to study this pit. It is also going to be my temporary shelter. I will make sure that the door faces the pit, about 4 blocks away from the border. Alright, time to get started. I'll dig out the foundation first using cobblestone. A solid base is important for any structure, especially considering what might be lurking below. Raising the floor 1 block should keep any unwanted guests out. I will start with the reception area first. This will be the main entrance for now, and it will give me a good idea of how big the office will be. It's getting dark soon. I will have to postpone the building of the walls and the rest of the floor until tomorrow. I should get some rest. Now for the floor. Cobblestone slabs should do nicely. They're sturdy and relatively easy to work with. This reception area is starting to feel more like a proper workplace. Well, that's the foundation and the floor done. It's sturdy enough, I suppose. It's not much, but it's a start. My resources are pretty limited right now, so I'll have to make do with what I have. I will have to think about getting more resources soon. Start digging this pit for resources soon. Well, it's not exactly a palace now, but it's a roof over my head. And it's a start. I've made some good progress today. I'm glad I was able to get some shelter up. This will be a good place to rest, and a good place to start my work on the pit. I should be able to get a lot of resources from there. I'm still worried about Donkey though. I hope he's alright. I will have to go and look for him sometime. Now for some storage. These spruce and birch chests will come in handy for keeping my supplies organized. I'll alternate between them for a bit of visual appeal. This is it, my base of operations, a place to rest, plan, and keep records of my findings. This desk will be where I chart my progress, analyze the ores I find, and plan my next steps. I'll keep a close eye on the pit from here, and speaking of which, I need to move Donkey's pen closer. It would be nice to have him nearby.
As the sun sets on another day in this strange world, our hero finds himself drawn to the simple task of rebuilding the donkey's pen. It's a small act, but it offers a sense of comfort. Perhaps it's the farmer in him, or perhaps it's simply the need for some semblance of normalcy amidst the unknown. Whatever the reason, a sense of peace settles over him as he pieces together this humble structure.
Alright, now that I have a proper base of operations, I need a way to keep track of my progress. This notice board will do just nicely. Here is where I'll record everything I mine from the pit. It's important to keep track of my resources if I'm going to build anything sustainable. And speaking of the pit, that's where the real work begins. There's a lot of potential down there. I'm going to need every bit of it to build my settlement. Starting soon, I'll begin the excavation. This is where I will get the stone, the cobblestone, and whatever else this land decides to give me.